Hey everyone, this is Zandu Outdoors. You know, I have the day off work and I was just sitting around scrolling on my phone when I thought I could be doing something better. So I decided to go on a walk, and it is a bitterly cold day. It's 40 degrees, feels like something in the 30s because of the wind chill. It is just brutal. But I'm out here and I'm trying to get it 2.7 miles, spent about an hour outside. So come along with me, let's see what we see.
I truly believe the more you go out, the more you see. And that's why I'm once again doing another 1,000 miles in 1 year.
So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I am trying to walk 1,000 miles in 1 year. And it started on September 1st, so I'm in my second year of doing that. So, you know, I gotta get my miles, I gotta get outdoors. But I'm just out here taking a nice walk around a local lake, local watershed. I always feel kind of bad because I like watching YouTube videos, obviously. I'm posting on YouTube. And I will watch like the Outdoor Boys. I don't know if you guys know the Outdoor Boys, but they're going on like these crazy, like man versus wild ass ventures. And obviously I don't have the funds for that. I just have this 1 day off of work. I can't afford to go to like the Aleutian Islands up in Alaska and hunt walrus or whatever. But I can get outside still, and I can enjoy nature, and I think that's something that all of us should prioritize, even if you can't go to Niagara Falls or Yosemite or some of those big national parks. You know, go to a local park and see what you can see, and maybe you'll see something pretty good.
When I first started my 1,000 miles in 1 year journey, I wanted to incentivize myself to get outside more. I also found that it was fantastic exercise, and you got to see so much beautiful stuff just being outdoors all the time and all the seasons. You got to see a lot more than I had ever seen before. And that really tickles the scientist in me, because I love to see and I love to learn about these different patterns that you can see in nature. So that was fantastic. It was challenging, yes, but I completed it. So I thought the next step is do it again. So this is my second year doing it, and it definitely has been a lot harder this year because I have a new job. I don't have as much time to spend outdoors, so I've really fallen behind.
Beavers have been here. There's been some halfway decent bird watching on this walk too. I've seen both male and a female cardinal, obviously a blue heron, male and a female mallard. I saw some tough titmouses, and I've seen some crows. So it's not too bad. I just gotta keep my eyes open. That's the one animal that you can always see. If you know your birds, then you can always see something out on your walk. Whoa, what's that? There's a bunch of eastern bluebirds over there. Oh, and right there, there's a mockingbird. Whoa. Especially as I'm doing more of these videos, I got to get better about bringing a charger with me, because I even plugged in my portable charger, and then I forgot it. Instead of bringing it on this walk with me. So my phone's gonna die, and I got to be careful about how much video I take, because I started at 50, now we're at like 30%, and you know that's gonna be 10 and then 0%, just like that. There's even more evidence of a beaver being here. I'd like to know where they're staying at. And there's beaver activity all around the lake, and from some anecdotal stories I've collected by, you know, talking to people, it seems like there's been beavers at Lake Elkhorn for a number of years. And I know where there's one den, but one den doesn't make a population, right? So I just wonder where else they might be. Maybe they are like more dispersed throughout the all the watershed and stuff like that, because I've seen some a little bit further downstream. Seen some here. Seen evidence all around, even beyond the immediate vicinity of Lake Elkhorn. This is really exciting. We got some ducks out there, and those are brand new residents to this lake. I think they're going to be the hooded messengers or menangers, however you say that. And last year there was a population of them right about now when it got a little bit colder into the winter. So it's exciting to see them back again. I think this is about as close as I can get, because they're really hanging out just in the middle of the lake. But it looks like there's 2 males and there's 2 females of the hooded menangers, which is very exciting. Happy to see they're back. So while I'd like to go all over the world and explore all kinds of different habitats and environments, I just don't have the funds for that right now. right now I have to kind of focus on a hyper-local state and get to know the environments around me and the wildlife around me. And that's gonna cause me to learn, for sure. And there's gonna be a learning curve. I just watched another clip of the same shot, and it was terrible because I just let the wind go. So on top of having to learn more about my direct environment, I'm gonna have to learn about video editing too. But I'm excited for it. It kind of gives me the ability to pick up on things that you wanna know, like those ducks. I was just here yesterday, I didn't see them, so I know that those ducks got here within the last day. That's very exciting. If I'm moving all over the place, I wanna be able to identify patterns like that.
Even though I started my year of walking on September 1st, at the end of December, I only have 111 miles, which is far beyond what I should be to be on par. I have a much tougher job and I don't have as much time this year to spend walking outdoors, but I'm going to be trying to do it, of course. I want to succeed and get my 1,000 miles for the second year in a row. It's going to be more of a challenge. We're going to see how it goes. Like and follow to see if I do it.
I had hoped when I crossed over to this side I'd get a better view of those ducks, but I think they're actually closer to the side I was just on than they are to this one. And they were closer to this side when I left from over there. So, that stinks. Here's even more evidence of a beaver. So I mean, if it wasn't clear by now that there's a beaver living at this lake, then I think it's pretty clear. The question is whether I'll be lucky enough to see it. I hope so. And that's the thing, you know, I won't be able to travel the world, but I can always come back to the same places that I visited before, and I can see how it's changing day by day, and I can see the different wildlife living there. And I think that's a treat in itself. We live in what seems like such a disconnected world, but if you can get outside and go to the same place over and over again and see the tiny changes, whether it's in your backyard or at a local park, I think you'd be better for it. Now, I was right and my phone is gonna die because I didn't bring that charger. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time on a walk.